This is a short video about Google Alerts, which still aren't used as much as I would have expected, and lots of people who do use them actually have them sent to their email address, and we're all drowning in emails, so in the end people just end up ignoring their Google Alerts. But I want to show you how they can really make a difference to, particularly if you're monitoring a subject. So let's pretend that we work for Simon Cowell and we're actually his publicist and we need to listen to everything that's being said about Simon Cowell. Now, we could, do that by old-fashioned looking at newspaper clippings, but now Google Alerts means that Google is looking at thousands and thousands of websites from around the world, and so it's one of the best ways of listening. So what you can do is search here. So we could just put in Simon Cowell. You probably know this, but if you're ever searching for a name, you should always put inverted commas around it. With Simon Cowell, he's so well known, it probably doesn't make a difference, but this means exact wording or phrase. Now the key to Google Alerts is having a very specific search term here. So if we just put Simon Cowell, you'll get everything there is to know about Simon Cowell. But if we go back to just Google and we do an advanced search, we might say, okay, we want everything that's said about Simon Cowell, but we're not interested in X Factor, for example, but we are interested in his hair. So we'll do a search here for hair. And actually, we only want to see comments from Facebook because we're aware that there's a Facebook campaign about his hair, and that's what we really want to look for. So we could do a search within facebook.com. Now, the reason I put it in here is if you look at the top, this is the syntax. So what you can do is then copy that back into your Google Alerts, and that's where you paste it. So that's everything that you're looking at. And you can create alert that way. If we take out that Facebook thing, because that's why would you just want to listen to Facebook? So now we're interested in anything to do with Simon Cowell's hair, but not X Factor. Now we can look for news, blogs, videos, discussions, or everything. So I'm going to go for everything. Ignore once a day, volume. Now, Google now will only give you the best results or all the results. It's up to you whether you trust Google, which one you do. And here where it says deliver to, now I can either say, yes, please send it to my email address, or I can say deliver it to as a feed. And I'm going to click on that one and show you why in a second. And I click create alert. When I do that, it shows me this one here. Now these are previous ones I've had. You can have as many of these as you want, which means that you can really wrap them around your little finger. And rather than have them deliver into an email, you can say I want it as an RSS feed. So if you're using an RSS reader, you can have many, many Google Alerts coming into your RSS reader, which means it doesn't matter how many you have. It's not as overwhelming. So Google Alerts, google.com/alerts can be a really good way of just listening and finding out really interesting content that you wouldn't have found otherwise.